We got ourselves Team Red with some brand new boys. We got ourselves Chill Pills. Oh, looking pretty corrupted. We got ourselves Heldrock as a survival hunter. And we got a Ragnar on a big old alpaca. We got You Said What and Aniflectual. Looks like You Said What and Triples are both stacking up the corruptions pretty hard. Hell Shadow on Team Blue with Kane as well. We got Lucron in the back. We got Oniyu. Didn't get to play last time. Going in this time fully corrupted as a Demon Hunter with P-Blood in the back. Oniyu versing Antiflectual, gonna be Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter, bow for bow coming out for both of them. We got the green Night Elfish Demon Hunter versus Oniyu, the Blood of Demon Hunter, looking all purple in all kinds of ways. We'll see which one of these ends up coming out on top. Maybe the corrupted Demon Hunter will have the advantage here. It's going to be both of them charging in, trying to exchange the stuns, and Aniflectual gets the opener I-Beam and gets the Metamorphosis early. Does get a stun onto Oniyu as he goes for an I-Beam, so actually cancels out his haze buff pretty big. And Oniyu is going to have to go for a full Metamorphosis right now, actually charging out away from Antiflectual as he goes up in the air. It does rain down the fire on him for a little bit, but Oniyu does get himself behind line of sight, does get one more fell lance in it. Tricking for Aniflectual as Oniyu tried to go for a big old I-Beam, actually getting interrupted on the I-Beam twice in a row now. Not going to get that haze buff whatsoever. You need to get the I-Beam and finish the cast for it. Going to be tricking for Oniyu as he's trying to get out of a stun, getting a stun back to Aniflectual. Aniflectual going for a Metamorphosis himself. Both those Demon Hunters are fully meted up. Oniyu is just trying to see if he can survive. Going to be a Darkness going to drop for Aniflectual, so he's popping the defensive a little bit early. Oniyu is still holding on to his Darkness. Is going to use the cloak in order to take away any corruption that he's got going on in himself, just to deal with it. And Aniflectual is having to back up a little bit. We have not seen any crazy corruptions out of Oniyu just yet. It could be that maybe he does just a bunch of secondary effects. Or maybe his corruptions are just yet to proc. The big effect is going to be a stun by Anti. As he's going to be behind in health a little bit. Does get the I-Beam. Full haze buff and everything. Blade Dance to follow. Stun onto Oniyu as well. Probably should have saved the stun or the I-Beam for Oniyu. As Oniyu is trying to get an I-Beam of his own, maybe. Does go for a Blade Dance. Maybe I-Beam comes out. Going to be Aniflectual flying up in the air, but Oniyu decided to match him. It's going to be two Demon Hunters race against the time. Hell for hell. Safety Trinket coming out for Aniflectual. Oniyu does not have a Safety Trinket. And actually, Aniflectual beat him in that air superiority with that Safeguard Trinket shield. It's going to be Kane up next with the shortest leg sweep on my life. Trinket immediately touches death onto Aniflectual. Does he have Shadow Melt? If he has Shadow Melt, he could actually still dodge this touch of death. That's going to be barely any damage. I think he still took it for full. Did have Blur up and running, but he's trying to heal as much as he can. Karma coming out for Kane. Let's just look at to one-shot this Demon Hunter and take him out of the game immediately. Anti looking to maybe get away. Barely any health left. Tried to survive, but does go down to a Rising Sun kick. And next up is going to be, I was thinking maybe Heldrock, but it's going to be Ragnar the Red, dude. Ragnar the Red. Kane tried to see if maybe be able to juke him out. It's going to be probably a charge, no leap actually. And it's going to be a stun onto Kane right now. Did he just get some, he's getting some sort of corruption procs right now. I'm not sure what, no, is the trinket from, oh, I mean, now we know it is stars. He does some stars going on in this Fury Warrior, but also got a trinket from the Zanesh that does a little bit of AoE shadow damage. I don't really know if that does a lot. But Ragnar, as we can see, is going for that enrage regeneration pretty early on. Twisted Appendage rocket on him. Does he kill it? He does not kill it. That's free damage right now for Kane. He does land aside that appendage at the very last second. And Kane is looking to maybe get himself a little bit of healing reset here for a moment. Ragnar does connect back with the Windwalker Monk, but the Fist of Fury is just going to stop him from being able to play the game. Does go for a reflect for Kane. Not really sure what he is looking to reflect there. Maybe he's looking to maybe reflect one of the appendages. I will be kind of cool if you reflect the appendage. It starts sending Kane instead of whoever Kane is attacking. That would be an interesting combo. But Ragnar's not really looking good on health, man. Little by little, he is whittling down. Next, every Fist of Fury is just going to drop him into lower and lower health percentage. Twisted Appendage does come out. It's going to do a lot of damage. Ragnar does catch a line inside, but he's super low in health. Crucible 1 out of Kane. Has Reflect available. Ragnar was looking to catch himself a heal, but was not able to. And Heldrock is on the prowl with that harpoon around the corner. Catches up to Kane. That is going to be an in-cap to try to reset him. Stun into Kane. No trinket available. And it looks like Heldrock is also with a massive trinket from Destergath. Does a lot of AoE with the spikes from the ground and a good proc for a Twisted Appendage. Popping in that Mind Flay at him. Heldrock catching that camo immediately. And next up is going to be Lucron as a Demonology Warlock. Hopefully Lucron will have a little bit of easier setup here. Does set up a gateway as Heldrock tries to see if he can maybe get a trap onto Lucron. I think he ended up trapping his pet. Maybe he meant to trap his pet, but he's using line on his side to get a couple easy damage out from around the corner, throwing grenades. Even making sure to throw in a couple of those mongoose bites in around the corner. There's going to be Twisted Appendage for Lucron. Is going to attack Tony Ferguson. Stun to Heldrock and trick us out of it. It's going to be a Tyrant coming out for Lucron. There's a double stun coming out, and Heldrock actually did interrupt Lucron's Tyrant cast. So it looks like Lucron is going to maybe have to dedicate another cast just for the Tyrant. Going to be a little bit of a feigned death for Heldrock, but he's making sure, Lucron's making sure that his pet is not going to be playing stupid here. He's going to attack the Hunter. Still, the Manning Bandage coming out for Heldrock. He's able to get himself quite a bit of healing, but Lucron's still holding on to the Tyrant play. He still could get a fatty Tyrant out. Trinkets out of the stun, trying to land a fear onto Heldrock. It looks like he is going to land the fear. I keep swapping to Ragnar. I don't mean to, boys. But Heldrock is making sure to stay next to the line of sight. Every time Lucron gets any kind of momentum, Heldrock is just dipping behind that line of sight every single time. And just waiting. Stun to Heldrock from the pet. Tyrant finally in front of him. Does Lucron have a horror effect to follow? He does have a death goal. Tyrant not being dumb, not being smart. He actually, Tyrant looked around and started hitting the pet. Tyrant, what are you doing? Did Heldrock use the trinket as well as Boom last time? But that was a dumb Tyrant. This I'm 100% guarantee. The appendage at least is going to be hitting the right target. This is going to be Drain Life and appendage mind play by Lucron is going to interrupt the pet revive by Heldrock, and it's hitting him with more imps. That's going to be a trap onto Lucron's pet. No stuns available for Lucron for a little bit. He's still just on the run, chasing after Heldrock, trying to stop the pet revive. Still going to get the pet and using that corner to line the side behind the pillar. It's going to be big. Destrigat Trinket onto Lucron, does a lot of damage. Stun onto Heldrock, and Lucron turns his damage around onto Heldrock somehow. That's going to be a appendage hitting him, but he got himself those eagles flying. Wall for Lucron. Is that going to be enough though? Fear onto Heldrock. Drain Life continuing to come from Lucron, but the Eagles do take him out, and Heldrock gets out of this scot-free. Massive reversal onto Lucron with a Destrigath Trinket, immediate freezing trap onto P-Blood as he tries to get an opener. Trinkets out of it into cheap shot. Heldrock gets saved to Trinket. Is it enough for P-Blood to burn through stun onto P-Blood? But the appendage is going to tag onto Heldrock, and it is going to start focusing the pet instead. P-Blood looking to end the game, trying to use the breath in order to get the most damage onto Heldrock. He does hit him with a breath, which should have been huge. And next again, Manic Bandage coming out for Heldrock as he's desperately trying to recover. Might have to go for a harpoon here against P-Blood. He actually does not fall off. The root does keep him at bay for a second. Heldrock barely any health left. P-Blood tried to end it, but another freezing trap. And Heldrock is somehow, despite all the given benefits here, besides all the things that P-Blood is throwing at him, he's somehow still alive, trying to see if he can catch himself a camo, trying to run away from P-Blood. One Shadow Strike will do it. Does get hit with a Shadow Strike. Barely any health needed. Get the shot. Heldrock trinkets out of it. Still somehow alive through all that. P-Blood ends up killing him at the very, very end. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe. I was thinking he was going to survive too, dude. The survival hunter doing exactly what his spec name is. Surviving, man. That was so well played. P-Blood popping evasion against Chill Pills as he goes for the blood of the enemy. Stun to P-Blood, looking to blood of the enemy down as fast as possible. Evasion still up for the rogue. Chill Pills, what kind of essences he got himself? That Echo and Void has not been nerfed yet. And actually the damage you're seeing right now will be the damage in PvE. So Chill Pills is playing the final version of Echo and Void for now, unless he gets more nerfs. P-Blood is going to pop himself an evasion. Pop himself Dance too. Thinking maybe he will go do more damage to Chill Pills, but he decided, no, Vanish, Cloak of Shadows, I need to be able to get out of there. So Chill Pills, there's not a lot of options. He has to go looking for the rogue. He has to pick up the eyes and see if he can spot him. P-Blood might be able to get some recovery here, but this is the rogue's playground here. That is going to be P-Blood getting caught in a remorse. Stun reversed by one another. P-Blood stun is going to be shorted because he is an orc, trying to get some damage on Chill Pills. Cheap shot right after. Does he have enough here though? It looks like Chill Pills got himself transfusion. They should be able to stay alive for quite a bit. That's gotta be Chain of Ice on the Blood as he gets gripped in on top of Chill Pills, and he doesn't really have a lot of places to go to right now. Remorse is much as some more for Chill Pills as he's just looking to end this rogue, but the Frost DK damage is so short. Can he somehow get a burst? Actually get it juked out. Chill Pills should have been paying attention, should have expected it. Does get a Chain of Ice into P-Blood, who's still having a hard time getting away. Could not land a sap on the Chill Pills. That's going to be Lichborn for Chill as he's getting himself out of another stun. Blood is taking quite a bit of that Echo and Void damage. Does he have Echo and Void his own? I hope not, because that blind, imagine if Echo and Void could break that blind. And P-Blood, I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he made a mistake. I think he maybe wanted to get a sap onto Chill Pills, did not catch a restealth, and decided, you know what, that's it. He played well, and he won that one. Chain of Ice extended or exchanged by both of the Death Knights. Going to be a stun by Hell's Shadow. It looks like it's going to be... Oh! The thing from the... Oh no! Thing from Beyond gets Chill Pulse so low! He barely has any health! AMS coming down! He is going for massive transfusion, having to tank up! It looks like Hell's Shadow gets some free help, and that's another Thing from Beyond just attacking Chill Pulse. Necrotics is stacking. He's trying to make sure that thing does not reach him. He's going for blood of the enemy. It looks like he is going to be able to get away from the Thing from Beyond. Too much damage coming out for Hell's Shadow. Too many different sources of procs, and that's going to be lots of opportunity. Lots of more necrotics are hitting Chill Pills as he did get himself a death pack. He doesn't have a way to take away those necrotics. He just has to pump as much damage as he can. He has a set amount of health going until transfusion comes out. Still necrotic out completely, just trying to see if he can survive, waiting for those necrotics to fall off. How much his death strikes even while necrotics are up? I think that was necrotic strike. It looks like he might be able to recover a little bit. Transfusion is coming out, hitting the pet for the unholy death knight, just not letting the Hell Shadow reach it whatsoever. At 34% dampening, not a lot you could essentially do. Chill Pill is still trying to survive. No Lichborn available for this stun, and more necrotics to set up as Hell Shadow is trying to guarantee him a victory. AMS is up for Chill Pills, but a lot of that physical damage going through by an Holy Death Knight still keeping Chills in a bad situation. Stun onto Hell Shadow. He doesn't have a way out of it. No trinket. Chill Pills does not really get that much of a reset. Another Crucible is getting thrown at Chill Pills while his health is so dangerously low. Does he get more death strikes? He does go down. Eventually do run out of all cooldowns, and Hell Shadow is now versed in You Said What. Getting a shot onto Hell Shadow as he gets AMS. Destro Gas Trinket is going to proc, but doesn't do the most amount of damage. Transfusion coming out for Hell Shadow immediately. You Said What still has evasion up and running. Cloak of Shadow is also available if he wants to. Hell Shadow doesn't really have a lot, and that's going to be a hell of a duel with everybody getting to play. So many abilities throwing out. I do wonder, Chill Pills did 2 million damage. I do wonder if some of the damage adds in to the Thing for Beyond, because that's taking the damage to yourself, right? Oh my god, boys, that was amazing. Oh my goodness. That was so intense. Hell yeah, I like that. What's up, Nick? How you doing, my man? You got 5 out of